Hello students, welcome to another test. This is test number 7. So let's quickly discuss all the questions. Most of the questions are factual in nature, so there is nothing much to explain. So question number 1. Various types are given and the region. So here all the three pairs are correctly matched. It's Masai in Kenya, Bushman in Kalahari Desert and Bidibidu in Australia. So go through the explanation given in solution sheets. All three is the correct answer. Then we have to find which of the following statement is incorrect regarding Footloose Industries. Okay, much of the explanation regarding Footloose Industries we will also come up through next questions. Okay, in the latter half of this question paper. So what is Footloose Industries? Those industries which are not independent of raw material. Okay, no source. They can be set up anywhere. Okay, explanation is given. See, first statement is correct. They can be located around wide variety of places. They are less dependent on raw material. This is also correct. They produce in large quantities and also employ a sizable labor force. Let's keep it. Let's leave this statement. Come to next. Diamond, computer chips, and mobile manufacturing are some of the examples. This is also correct. So third statement is incorrect because they produce in small quantities and supply minimum or small labor force. Okay, that they are generally non-polluting. So C is the incorrect option. So third question regarding manganese. Odisha is the leading producer of manganese. No, it's Madhya Pradesh, which is the leading producer. Mica sheet. Mica is used in the electrical and electronic industries. Generic statement, obviously correct. Majority of the coal in India, majority of coal deposits in India are bituminous type. Yes, this is also correct. So two statements are correct. Bewar, Mesham, Penda, Bira are shifting cultivation. Okay, various names of shifting cultivation practiced in India. Okay, so decreasing land holding is one of the biggest challenge for Indian agriculture. So average land holding size in India is 1.08 hectare. So which of the following reason can attributed to this continuous decline? Farm mechanization, increasing urbanization, and fall of joint family system. Okay, so here second and third option are correct because increasing urbanization left less space for farming and fall of joint family system. Due to this, there is more division of land between siblings. But this first option, farm mechanization, is not the reason for decreasing size of land holding. This is not a reason. Okay, so here answer is B, that is 2 and 3 only. Question number 6. Wheat is a kharif crop. No, it is rabi crop. Okay, India is the second largest producer of wheat in the world, next only to China. Yes, this is correct. Punjab, Haryana, and Western UP. These are called these areas called as Granary of India. Yes, this is also correct. So only two statements are correct. Okay, here understand that farm mechanization needs large parcel of land. Okay, read question carefully. Farm mechanization doesn't lead to decrease in land size. Question number 7. Following statements are there with respect to iron and steel industry. Bokaro and Bhadravati steel plants are located near raw material sources. So this statement is correct. Okay. Then second one, cheap Eastern India provides favorable locations for this industry due to availability of cheap and abundant labor. This is also correct. states like Odisha, Jharkhand provides cheap labor. Construction and real estate sector consumes more than half of the total steel in India. Yes, this is also correct. Close to 60% steel is consumed in this sector. So all these statements are correct. So A is the correct answer. Then question number 8. Okay. See here, question number 8. Black gram can be cultivated as both kharif and rabi crop. Yes, this is correct. Since black gram can be grown in various both the kharif and rabi season. Then the green gram alone accounts for nearly half of the pulse production. No, this is incorrect, not half, but close to 40%. So we cannot say nearly half. In the last 3 decades, while the production of kharif pulses has increased, the production of rabi pulses has decreased. No, this statistics is also incorrect. No such decrease is there, because the kharif pulses have rose till certain period, but then also they also decreased. Okay, because they increase, then again decrease, so there is a fluctuation, okay, over 3 decades, not 5 year or 10 year. So this statement is also wrong. So only one, A is the correct answer. Okay, so 9th question regarding jute industry. India is the largest producer and exporter of jute in the world. Yes, this is correct. Jute mills are facing financial losses due to higher procurement and prices of raw material. This is also correct. In recent periods, West Bengal has seen a rise in the number of jute mills due to various government initiatives. This is incorrect. Okay, refer second and third statement. There is no consistency. On one hand we are saying that there are lots of problems, but on the other hand we are saying that the number of jute mills is rising. So this is incorrect. Okay, so you may have come across article in Indian Express regarding the problems in the jute industry. So second statement is incorrect. So answer is only 2 statements are correct. Okay, with respect to solar energy, Karnataka leads list of states producing solar energy. Correct. India is now third largest solar power producer in the world. This is also correct. Okay, first 2 are China and USA. Okay, solar energy capacity has nearly tripled in last 5 years. This is also correct. To enhance solar energy production, India along with France has launched International Solar Alliance. This is also correct. It has headquarters in Gurugram. So all 4 statements are correct. Okay, then coal distribution. Question based upon distribution of coal. More than 90% of world's total coal reserves are located in USA and China. Okay, so this statement is incorrect, because not 90%. Okay, more than 90% of coal reserves are located in cannot be located in just 2 countries. So this statement is incorrect. USA is the biggest producer and consumer of coal. No, this is incorrect, because this is China. And third statement, India is the second largest coal producer and consumer of coal. This is correct, because India approximately 700 to 800 million ton produces this much coal every year. So C, that is 3 only, is the correct answer. Okay. First statement, India is the second largest producer of wind energy. Incorrect statement. Not second, maybe third or fourth largest. You can refer close to 40 gigawatt energy we produce through wind energy. Then Tamil Nadu has the highest installed capacity of wind energy. This is also correct. Then wind energy generation is highest from June to October in Tamil Nadu and August to September in Gujarat. This is also correct because this is due to particular climatic conditions. Okay, so only two statements are correct. Okay, question number 13. India and China have more than 50% of world's population. This is incorrect. Okay, so some stats you must know that India closely have 17 to 18% of world's population, because we use this data many where that India with only 2 to 3% of land has population 17% of world's population. So India and China has almost similar population, though India has more than China. So you can add that 18% into 2. So combinedly they will have 36% of world's population. So first statement is obviously incorrect. Then second statement, all the 10 most populous countries of the world are located in Asia. So this statement is also incorrect because top 10 most populous countries of the world, all the 10 most populous countries of the world are located in Asia. No, this is incorrect because like say in top 10 there is also USA with population of 35 to 40 crores. So obviously it is not in Asia. So this second statement is incorrect. And then third statement, majority of world population lives in northern hemisphere. This statement is correct. Okay, because northern hemisphere has more land mass as compared to southern hemisphere. Okay, so only third statement is correct. So answer is only one. That is no, not incorrect statements are asked. So only 2 is the correct answer. B. Question number 14. Okay, the mining activity is not presently dependent upon the quality of ore. This is straightforward incorrect statement. How it can be possible that mining activity is not dependent on quality of ore? So this is incorrect. The mines located near coasts or industrial sites are preferred more. Yes, this is correct because transportation purpose. The presence of large deposits of minerals is necessary condition for mining of gold. So this is incorrect because this condition is applicable for other minerals, but for precious metals there is exception because precious metal like gold and silver, okay, they are generally extracted in small quantity as compared to other. So here only second and third statements are correct. So D, that is 2 and 3 is the answer. Then question number 15. Okay, which of the following is the best description of megapolis? So it is cluster of well network cities. So this is the what is megapolis. In question number 16, which of the following are the factors of location for large integrated steel plants? Okay, so except third, that is availability of scrap material. So this has nothing to do with steel plants. Remaining, that is 1, 2, 4, 5 are the factors which are necessary for integrated steel plants. Okay, so let's move to next question. Okay, so it regarding modern large scale manufacturing. Automation leading to exclusion of human input. So obviously this is correct. To some extent this is correct, so we take it as correct, because in automation we are reducing the number of humans, so obviously human input is reducing. Concentration in few regions, so where there is facility of automation, where there is a proper infrastructure. Focus on generalization of all skill, no, it involves specialization. Factories produce only a few pieces which are made to order, no, this is associated with large scale manufacturing, not small scale one. So only two statements are correct. Then question number 18. Recently, China's market share in total global photovoltaic installations has become more than 50%. So this statement is incorrect. Just remember, no country can achieve such feat. That is, solar photovoltaic, you know that some Southeast Asian countries like Malaysia, okay, Taiwan, etc. are there, along with China. So it has close to 25 to 30% share, not more than 50%. The Lighthouse Initiative is the new initiative of UNEP to facilitate knowledge regarding solar energy production. So this statement is partially correct because the purpose is correct, but it's not of UNEP, but it is of International Solar Alliance. Question number 19. Okay, lithium and nickel are the essential minerals required for e-vehicle manufacturing. We all know regarding lithium ion batteries. So obviously they are the important minerals. Then Australia has the largest identified, mark this, identified lithium reserves in the world. So it's not Australia but Bolivia. Okay, this statement you can solve with your general awareness, that all we know about lithium triangle, Argentina, Bolivia and Chile. So one of these countries should have been here, but here what is mentioned, Australia. So this is incorrect, so answer is A, one only. Okay, so for Pear Sergio, shipbuilding Japan, aircraft USA, automobiles Germany, all statements are correct. So C is the correct answer. Okay, question number 21. Okay, India has the largest deposits of thorium in the world, second largest. This is incorrect because India is largest, not second largest. Australia produces the largest share of uranium for mines in the world. This is also incorrect because who produces? Kazakhstan. So both these statements are incorrect. So D is the answer. Then 22nd easy question regarding India's migration. International migrants as a share of total population in India is less than 1%. Okay, so this is correct statement. It is close to 0.4%. Asia is the largest share. Asia has the largest share of Indian diaspora compared to North America and Europe combined. This is also correct statement. So both C, both 1 and 2 are correct. Question number 23. The easy question. Consider the following statement with respect to factors that determine distribution pattern of population. So here all these factors matter, okay, regarding distribution. So D is the correct answer, because you can generally guess that climatic variations, presence of deserts, availability of minerals, okay, prospects of industrial growth, all these factors are important in industrial growth, in migration. So in migration and determine the distribution pattern of population. Question number 24 is regarding Kudankulam nuclear power plant. Okay, so it is plant with highest capacity in India. Yes, this is correct, close to 2000 megawatt. Then share of nuclear powered electricity in India has remained stagnant in last 2 decades. This is also correct. Okay, and then third statement, the share of nuclear powered electricity produced in India is largest among advanced economies. No, this is incorrect, because it is largest in where countries like Ukraine, France, etc. So only first two statements are correct. C is the correct answer. Okay, question number 25 regarding reverse migration. There has been continuous decrease in the worker population ratio in agriculture during the last 5 years. Okay, so this is incorrect as per PLFS survey, because there are lots of fluctuation. COVID-19 wave came up. Okay, because earlier to COVID there was slowdown. So with this there is no continuous trend. Reverse migration may cause a collapse of supply chains by making industrial labor scarce. Okay, scarce. So this is also correct statement. Okay, because if there is no labor, then how production will take place? So, and if supply chain breaks, then as see in this large manufacturing setup, each and every component of the supply chain is important. If there is a disruption in either of the component, the whole supply chain disturbs. So here only 2 is the correct answer. Now the next question is regarding coal bed methane. Okay, so here 3 statements are given. Coal bed methane, exploitation of coal bed methane negatively impacts wildlife. This is correct, because it involves certain processes which can disturb wildlife, like hydraulic drill action, okay, fracturing process, etc. During extraction of CBM, a large amount of salinized water is released into freshwater ecosystem. Yeah, this is also correct. Okay, so this can pose a severe threat to marine so aquatic organisms. During the process of extraction of CBM, methane is emitted, causing global warming. This is also correct. So all the 3 statements are correct. Question 27 regarding tank irrigation. Easy question. Tank irrigation is found in peninsular region. Correct. Accounts for less than 5%. This is also correct. It has much less expenditure than canal irrigation. Obviously, this is correct statement. So none is incorrect. So D is the correct answer. Question number 28. Okay, which among the following are consequences of migration for the source region? So increase in remittances, imbalance in sex ratio, both are correct. Pressure on existing physical infrastructure, how is it possible when the number of people is reducing? So third one is incorrect. So 1 and 2 is the correct answer. Okay, question regarding manganese. Okay, so consider following statement regarding manganese. It is found in Dharwad rocks. Correct one. Jharkhand is the largest producer of manganese. No, this is incorrect. The most important manganese ore is pyrolusite. This is correct. It is found as a free element in nature. No, it is not a free element. We have to extract it. So only two statements are correct. Question number 30 regarding census literacy in India. So which among the following statement is correct with respect to literacy? Okay, all the children in the group of 0 to 6 years are treated as illiterate in India. This is correct statement, nothing doubt. But the remaining three statements are incorrect. You can read about their explanation from solution sheet. Okay, now bioenergy. Okay, question statement related to bioenergy. It is produced from natural sources capable of replacing fossil energy. Obviously correct. It can replace. Read this here. Replace conventional fuels in electricity production due to its low cost technological requirement. No, this is incorrect because it cannot replace directly. It can complement. Okay, it is termed as clean energy as the greenhouse gases emission in its production are zero. No such case is there. There is emission. Sometimes there is the emission of volatile compounds also. Third statement is incorrect. So answer is first statement correct and second, third incorrect. So only one is A. That is A is the correct answer. Okay, question number 32. What we have to do? Okay, arrange the following sectors according to increasing water utilization. Okay, so here D is the correct sequence. We have to go in increasing way. So industry lowest, then domestic second number, and irrigation the highest one, close to 90%. Okay, not 90%, actually it's a groundwater. 90% of groundwater is utilized in irrigation, but here in this case irrigation has maximum use. Okay, distribution of minerals. The most of the metallic mineral in India occur in Himalayan region. Okay, this is incorrect because with general awareness we can answer this. Do you find it in Himalaya or states like Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Jharkhand, etc.? That is peninsular India. This is incorrect. Most of the coal reserves in India occur in the Narmada, Indus and Kaveri Valley. This is also incorrect statement because they are found in Godavari, Mahanadi, Damodar, etc. Okay, then petroleum reserves are located in the sedimentary basins of Assam, Gujarat and Mumbai High. Yes, this statement is correct because we read about this in our school syllabus also regarding Bombay High in Assam, places like Digboi, Gujarat also. So only one statement is correct. Okay, let me drink water. Now question number 34, easy question. Which of the following factors have definite impact on automobile industry? So all these four factors have impact. D is the correct answer. Then question number 35, computer chips manufacturing can be located anywhere in the world. Yes, correct statement. It is a type of footloose industry. Yes, this is also correct because since it is a footloose industry, it can be located anywhere. So both statements are correct and second reasoning is also correct. Okay, now information related to a particular mineral is given and we have to identify the mineral. It is a key element for new technologies. Highlight this new technologies and finds its use in ceramics, glass, telecommunication, and aerospace industries. Under standard conditions, it is the lightest metal. Currently, India heavily dependent on import of these chemical elements. Aims to reduce dependence on imports. Recently, there have been discovery of 1600 tons of a deposit in Mandya district of Karnataka. Which mineral has been described? So this is nothing but lithium. This description is nothing but about lithium. Okay, then next regarding rare earth elements. So first one, China has the largest reserves of rare earth element. Yes, correct. United States of America is the largest exporter of rare earth elements. No, this is China. India has world's third largest reserves of rare earth elements. No, India has fifth largest reserve. In India, exploration of rare earth elements is done by the Bureau of Mines and Department of Atomic Energy. Correct. So two statements are correct. So only two is the answer. Okay, bauxite, Eastern Ghat. Yes, correct. Mica, Andhra Pradesh. Yes, mica majorly found in Odisha, but also found in Andhra Pradesh. And copper, Jharkhand. Yes, copper is famous. Jharkhand is famous for copper. So 1, 2, 3. Sorry, all pairs are correct. Okay, question number 39. In which of the following locations hydrocarbon deposits are located? So in all these regions, hydrocarbon deposits we can find. Okay, so D is the correct answer. Okay, now question about petroleum industry. Okay, so here it is a highly capital intensive industry. Of course, this is correct. Indian Petrochemical Corporation Limited is the largest petrochemical producer in the country. No, this is incorrect because it is the largest company, Reliance. Then polymers are an example of petrochemical industry. Yes, correct one. Chemical engineering. Incorrect statements are asked, so only one statement is incorrect, that is second number. Okay, then again regarding question about coal. So Gondwana coal is moderate in ash content and low in sulfur. Yes, this is correct statement. Tertiary coal fields are mainly located in northeast India. This is also correct. Okay, majorly located in state like Meghalaya. Okay, Garo, Khasi, Jaintia Hills. So both 1 and 2 statements are correct. Then question number 42 is about dry gas, non-associated gas or dry gas. So what is dry gas? So correct answer is it is a B. It is natural gas that is not dissolved in crude oil. So this is description of dry gas. Other options are incorrect. Question 43 again about minerals. Okay, cobalt, tin, tungsten and vanadium are considered as strategic mineral. This is correct because these such generic statements are difficult to prove incorrect. Then second statement, refractory minerals are those minerals that have high melting points. Yes, this is the definition of refractory minerals. Both C, that is 1 and 2 are correct. Then question number 44. Which of the following tribes are mainly found in Arunachal Pradesh? Okay, so here except Karbi, all these tribes like Abor, Lepchas, Singpo and Mishmi, All are found in Arunachal Pradesh. Karbi tribe is found in Assam. Okay, you may be familiar with the Karbi Anglong Plateau. So D is the correct answer. Okay, question number 49. First statement is correct because India's birth rate has drastically declined from 36.9 in 1971 to 20 in 2018. First statement is correct. And the second one, the decline in death rate in rural areas has been higher than urban areas over the last decade. Last decade. So obviously this is also correct because we are providing more and more services to both rural and urban areas. But in the last decade, the rate of decline in rural area is maximum. Okay, so both 1 and 2 are the correct answer. Now question number 15, conditions are given and we have to identify which of the conditions better fits the criteria of town. Okay, the first one, population should be greater than 1 lakh. It is incorrect because minimum population should be 5,000, not 1 lakh. Then population density should be greater than 400 persons per square kilometer. This is correct. Third one, at least 50% of the working population should be employed in non-agriculture sector. This is incorrect because what is the condition? At least 75% of male working population. Okay, so our answer is only 2. Now question number 51, a description is given. We have to identify which type or which option does the above description shows. So this is related to urban spread and this description is regarding urban agglomeration. Okay, for more information regarding remaining options, you can refer your explanation sheet. In question number 52, regarding globalization. Globalization is an outcome of set of various policies that are aimed at transforming the world towards a greater interdependence. This is correct statement. Economic globalization reflects the idea that no economy in the world is isolated today because all are interdependent. And third, a company hiring regular services from other countries is known as outsourcing. Yes, obviously. Okay, US companies outsource their work to India, majorly IT work. So all 3 statements are correct. Question number 53. Okay, we have to match the pairs. Now here, first pair, all pairs are correctly matched because supply of labor depends on consumer good industries. Okay, consumer good industries depends on supply of labor. Then aluminium industry of course depend on access of sources of energy. So these 2 are correct, but the first one, availability of raw material, and watches and electronic industries are not that much interdependent because the raw material for watches and electronic industry is not a perishable. So the watches and electronics industry need not to be located in the within the raw material area. So only 2 pairs are correct. Then question number 54. Okay, there is an increasing trend of shifting of sugar mills towards southern India. So why? So first option, tropical climate of southern India is suitable for higher sucrose content. Correct one. Hotter climate provides for long crushing season. Yes, this statement is partially correct because No, not. I'm sorry, this statement is incorrect because cold climate provides for long crushing season. Then third option, large number of cooperatives in southern India. Yes, this is also correct. So except 2, 1 and 3 are correct. So 2 pairs are correct. Okay, here we have seen in South India, southern India, cooperatives are in large numbers. Question number 55, important one. Question on groundwater has been asked in 2020 prelim also. You can refer it. More than 90% of the groundwater in India is used for irrigation. Yes, this statement is correct. Then second, the groundwater utilization is lowest in Tamil Nadu. No, incorrect. Some states like Punjab, Haryana, Tamil Nadu have overexploited the groundwater. Then the new guidelines by the Jal Shakti Ministry prohibits new industry and mining projects in the overexploited zone. Yes, this statement is correct. Okay, so question has asked how many incorrect statements are there. So only one incorrect statement is there. So answer is only one. Now question number 56 is regarding Human Development Index. We have to identify the components of it. So obviously first two are the components of Human Development Index, but the last one, that is intensity of poverty, is not a indicator of HDI. Instead of HDI, it is per capita income, which is the appropriate indicator. So 1 and 2 is the correct answer. Question number 57. Okay, which of the following are the challenges to the irrigation in India? This is very generic question. See, all these options given are the challenges to the irrigation in India. So answer is D. Nothing much to explain. Micro irrigation, with reference to micro irrigation. The more crops per drop program provides financial assistance for farmers to adopt micro irrigation. This is correct statement. Share of irrigated land under micro irrigation in the country is approximately 20% of the total irrigated land. This is also correct. And third one, Bihar and West Bengal are among the states that have highest percentage of micro irrigation. This is incorrect because these states have low area under micro irrigation, less than 5%. So third statement incorrect. First two are correct. So C, only 2 is the correct answer. Question number 59. First statement regarding agriculture density, which is the ratio between agricultural population and the total cultivated area. This is correct. And then physiological density is the ratio between total population and the total area. No, this is incorrect because it is the ratio between total population and net cultivated area. So only one is the correct answer. Question number 60. We have to identify incorrect statement regarding uranium. So first one, deposits of uranium in India are primarily associated with the Gondwana type of rocks. No, this is incorrect because they are associated with Dharwar rocks. The richest monazite deposits occur in Palakkad and Kollam districts of Kerala. This is correct. Most of the uranium and thorium deposits established in India fall under the category of high grade. This is also correct. This is correct as per Department of Atomic Energy report. Okay, so question has asked incorrect statement. So only first statement is incorrect. So answer is C. Just a minute. Incorrect question is asked. Third statement is incorrect because most of the uranium and thorium deposits established in India fall under low grade, not high grade. Third is also incorrect. The high grade uranium is found in Australia, Kazakhstan. Okay, that's why we import from there. So two statements are incorrect. So C is the correct answer. Okay, question number 61. Okay, which among the following parameters we use to show the various stages of demographic transition? So among these, only two parameters, birth rates and death rate, are the crucial one to identify the demographic transition of the country. So answer is 2 and 4. Then 62, another important question. India, we see India is the major producer of coal, but still we import a lot of coal. So why is that? So first option, as a policy measure, the Indian government intends to save its coal reserve for the future and import it for the present needs. No such policy is there. Okay, so this statement is incorrect. Then second, thermal power plants in India are not able to get sufficient supplies of coal from domestic production. This is correct, because India's 60 to 70% energy is made through thermal power plants, and they need coal. So currently we need approximately 1000 million ton coal, but our domestic capacity is only 700 to 800. So remaining deficit we bridge through import. Second statement is correct. Third one, steel companies need a large quantities of coking coal, which has to be imported. This is correct statement, because majority of coal in India is a non-coking coal. So correct answer is B, that is 2 and 3. Question number 63 regarding gas hydrates. Gas hydrates are crystalline solids consisting of large amount of methane. This is correct. Okay, similar type of question was also asked in prelim 2019. Gas hydrate. What happens with gas hydrate when they oxidate, etc. Such type of question. India has large gas hydrate deposits of the Krishna Godavari coast and Andaman Sea. This is correct. So answer is C. It is 1 and 2. Rare earth elements. Okay, all India is the 5th largest reserve of rare earth elements. This is correct. All earth elements are metals. This is also correct. Rare earths can be used as polishing compound. Yes, this is also correct. But last one, Japan is the world's largest consumer of rare earth material. This is incorrect, because everyone knows what is the answer. It is China. China is the leading producer and consumer of rare earth material. So answer is only 3. That is 3 statements are correct. Option number C. Okay, match the pairs. Al-Aqsa Mosque is not in Turkey, but it is in Jerusalem. Ketchel Island in Andaman and Nicobar. Near Andaman and Nicobar. Lake Garda is in Italy, a tourist destination. This is correct. So only one pair is correct. Question number 66. Khetri mine in the Rajasthan is the largest copper producing mine. So this is incorrect. It was not Khetri mine, but Malanjakhand mine in MP is the largest copper producing mine. Then majority of copper is used in electrical industry. Yes, obviously correct. Then Odisha has the largest reserves of copper. No, this is Rajasthan, not Odisha. Most of the copper occurs in ores of igneous and sedimentary rocks. This is correct. So how many statements are correct? 2 statements are correct. So only 2 is the correct answer. Okay, now question number 67 regarding various hills. So is Shravan Belgola Hills. This is in Vindhyagiri Hills. This pilgrimage is situated at Vindhyagiri Hills, not Shivalik Range. This is incorrect. Hemkunda Sahib in Arauli Range. No, this is incorrect because this is in Shivalik Range. Okay, famous Gurudwara. Mount Abu, not Western Himalaya, but where? Arauli. And Charan-e-Sharif, this is in Northwest Himalaya in Jammu Kashmir, in Kashmir Valley. Okay, so none of the pair is correctly matched. So D is the correct answer. Question number 68. Okay, in the context of migration, how do migrants may act as an agent of social change? So in all ways mentioned here, migrants can act as an agent of social change. So D, that is 1, 2, 3 is the correct answer. Okay, question number 69. Statements regarding seed production. Maharashtra is the largest producer of groundnuts. Incorrect. It's Gujarat. Then the rapeseed and mustards are grown during Kharif season. This is incorrect because they are Rabi crops. Okay, during last 5 years, there has been considerable decrease in the productivity of mustard oil seeds. This is also incorrect because there is increase in the productivity to various initiatives by governments, and decrease in the seed replacement ratio increases the productivity of oil seeds. No, this is incorrect because decrease in SRR will reduce the productivity of oil seeds. So how many statements are incorrect? All the statements are incorrect. Okay, then match the pair. See, red collar workers are people those usually involved in manual labor. This is correct. Then blue collar workers, people engaged in mental or clerical work. No, this is the definition of white collar work, not blue collar work. Green collar workers, people employed in environmental sector. Yes, this is correct one. And then white collar worker, people working in government enterprises. No such thing is there. How many pairs are correct? 2 pairs are correct. Okay, now questions regarding cotton textile industry. Moist temperate climate is not suitable condition for the development of cotton textile industry. Is obviously correct because cotton prefers dry climate. The weight loss during the manufacturing process is negligible for raw cotton. No, it is significant. The first cotton mill was established in Bombay, not Surat. Okay, remember on western side cotton mills, eastern side jute mills. Okay, so only first statement is correct. So 1. Now again a match the pair question. Okay, Gauru Mahisani is related to iron ore, not coal. Okay, Kalahandi bauxite, yes, correct. Then Korba is regarding coal in Chhattisgarh. Bhandara manganese. So 2 pairs are correct. Question number 73. Coal reserves in India are majorly, highlight this word, majorly, not minorly. So majorly they are found in Damodar, Mahanadi and Godavari, not in Krishna and Brahmaputra. So answer is C, that is 1, 3 and 5. Now question regarding zero budget natural farming. It aims to bring down the cost of crop production nearly to zero. That's why it is called as zero budget natural farming. It is correct. It requires less amount of water required to grow a crop compared to traditional cropping system. This is also correct. It focuses on use of cow dung from India's indigenous cow. This is also correct. One of the important pillars. See, there are 4 pillars. There are 4 pillars of ZBNF, which are there: Jivamruta, Bijamruta, okay, Achadana, and Vapasa. Okay, these are given in your solution sheet, so read them. Okay, and detailed explanation is given there. So fourth one is incorrect, so only 3 statements are correct. Now question regarding solar power and wind power. Solar power has reduced burden on transmission line in comparison to wind power. Read the carefully. In comparison to wind power, yes, it is correct. Solar power plant, because why? Because wind powers need to be set up in isolated area. Okay, because large turbines are involved, so we need to incur more expenditure on transmission line. Solar power plants have lesser negative impact on environment compared to hydropower plants. Okay, with respect to hydropower plant, so this is also correct, because lots of biodiversity is lost in hydropower plants because lot of area gets submerged. Solar power doesn't generate any harmful emission, whereas biomass creates volatile organic compounds. So this statement is also correct one. So here all these statements are correct, so answer is C, that is all 3. 76 number question, field based oil refineries. These are established at the areas where the demand for their products is high. No, just go through etymology. Field based so first statement is incorrect, because field based refinery typically established near oil fields. Okay, refinery situated at Burnai and Digboi are example of field based. This is correct, so only 2 is the correct statement. In question number 77 regarding footloose industries, they can only be set up near large markets. No such condition is there. They are always highly polluting industries. No, not necessarily. Sometimes they are polluting. For example, take IT industry is a footloose industry. So e-waste generated through IT industry can create pollution. Iron ore industry is a footloose industry. So this statement is also incorrect one, because iron ore industry need to be set up near the raw material site, and footloose industry is independent of it. So none of the statement is correct. So D is the correct answer. Then 78, question number 78. Wind is an intermittent and site specific. Just I explained here how wind is site specific, because we need isolated space and also with wind velocity. First thing clear, Tamil Nadu has the highest wind energy potential. No, it's Gujarat which has highest wind energy potential. Question is not asking wind energy for capacity, existing wind energy capacity, but potential that it can achieve. So it is Gujarat, not Tamil Nadu. Wind plants can negatively impact local wildlife. This is also correct, because the wind turbines harms the wildlife, mainly birds. So 2 statements are correct. So B is the correct answer. Then 79 number, question number 79. So with reference to solar energy, consider following statements. Solar energy contributes for less than 20% share in the total renewable energy produced in India. This is incorrect, because solar energy contributes more than 40% of the total renewable energy in India. India's solar installed capacity is currently less than, see here, currently less than 60 gigawatt. So this statement is Correct, because we have close to 50 to 55 gigawatts. So this is as per the data released by Ministry of Renewable Energy in 2021. India has an average of 300 sunny days. This is correct. So our answer is only one, because only one statement is correct here. No, sorry, not one. This statement is also correct. So only two. Okay, then question number 80. Okay, just we discussed it here. Okay, these industries can be located in a wide variety of places. They are not dependent on any specific raw material, weight losing otherwise. They largely depend on component parts which can be obtained anywhere. They produce small quantity and also employ small labor force. Okay, so this is description of Footloose Industries. Okay, so answer B is the correct answer. Okay, option B is the correct answer, sorry. Okay, now question number 81. Okay, sites Katgora, Salal, Haima were recently in news because they are lithium extraction sites. And 82nd number question. Recently, EU come up with deforestation regulation. So it aims to restrict exports of certain identified items to the block produced in a land deforested after 31st December 2020. Okay, just think how feasible it is that all the land deforested after 2000, all the products produced on the land that were deforested after 2000, how infeasible it is to implement such provision. So no one can import or export anything to EU. So this is incorrect. And there is concession in rules for micro industries. Yes, this is correct. So answer is 2, that is 2 only. Arctic amplification. So Arctic ice is rapidly melting. So it is rapid warming of Arctic region at a rate about twice the global average. So C is the correct answer. Okay, so now this is Global Cities Alliance, first, second and third. The alliance was launched in recently concluded G20 summit, no, in UN Conference of Parties 28. Alliance will be led by Brazil, no, it will be led by India. And third, the alliance aims to integrate urban water management into urban planning. So this is a generic statement, correct one. So we have asked incorrect statements. So 1 and 2 are incorrect. So A is the answer. Okay, how many countries given below are the founding members? In previous state we asked about members of NATO, but here we are asking only founding members. So there are 12 founding members. You can go through the explanation sheet. Here except Turkey, Luxembourg, Iceland, France, UK, USA, all are founding members. So answer is C, that is only 5. Okay, now question number 86. So all of we know that recently Parliament passed Election Commissioners Bill. So as per it, a collegium is devised who will select the election commissioner. So this collegium involves whom? So Prime Minister, Leader of Lok Sabha and Cabinet Minister. So yes, of course, Prime Minister. Leader of Lok Sabha, don't confuse, is not Leader of Lok Sabha but opposition Leader of Lok Sabha. Second is incorrect. Cabinet Minister, yes, this is correct. Okay, so answer is C, that is 1 and 2. Okay, Gavi Alliance is related to improving the global health through immunization. C is the correct option. Article 4 review was recently in news. This is in context of IMF. C is the correct answer. International Monetary Fund. What is it? Article 4 consultation is like a regular assessment carried by IMF. Okay, question 89 is regarding remission of duties and taxes on exported products scheme. The scheme provides for refund of all direct and indirect taxes imposed as center, state and local level in the form of duty scrips. And second, duty scrips are non-transferable. And third, duty scrips can be used for the payment of only the basic customs duty. The first statement is incorrect because all taxes which are not refundable for those only taxes you get duty scrips. Then duty scrips are non-transferable. This is incorrect but they can be transferred. And third statement that we can pay basic custom duty, this is correct. So answer is B, that is 3 only. Then question number 90. Okay, recently Indian Oil Corporation made payments crude oil in Indian rupee. So what are the benefits of it? So obviously protection from external shock since we are paying in domestic currency. Then reduced transaction cost. Yes, since we are making the payment in our own currency, so the transaction cost incurred by payment gateways etc. will be low. And reduced dependency on foreign currency. Yes, so we need not to worry about how much forex we have for making the payment. We can make money, we can make payment in our own currency. So 1, 2, 3, all of the above are correct answer. Okay, all of you know recently member of parliaments close more than 100 were suspended. Okay, so regarding these two statements are given, so both of them are correct. Rule 374A of Lok Sabha and Rule 256 of Rajya Sabha deals with suspension of member of parliament. And incorrect statements are asked, so none of the above, neither 1 and 2 is the correct answer. More explanation you can read in solution sheet. Okay, so all of you know that recently India and Myanmar have free border regime. So India has suspended it. So in this context we have asked this question. So how many above states share border with Myanmar? Not Assam, Mizoram yes, not Meghalaya, not Tripura. So answer is only one, that is A. So how many states share border with Myanmar is important. So remember, go from north to south. So Arunachal Pradesh, then Nagaland, Manipur and Mizoram. Remember this, these states share border with Myanmar. Okay, then question number 93. Article 99 of UN Charter was in news. So this was in the context of ongoing conflict in Gaza. Article 99 of UN Charter gives special power to Secretary General of UN. So Secretary General can bring a certain specific issue to the notice of UNSC. Okay, so recently Secretary General has brought the issue of ongoing conflict in Gaza to the notice of UNSC. World Malaria Report released by WHO. The 95th question regarding Namdapa flying squirrel. This species is endemic to Assam. No, it is endemic to Arunachal Pradesh, not Assam. It was last located on the Namdapha tiger reserve. Yes, this is also correct. So only 2 is the correct statement. Correct answer. Okay, so here Lavani, Dakshita, Garba, Thiyam. See, among these given option, only Garba is part of intangible cultural heritage. Okay, more culture items are part of intangible culture heritage. You can go through the solution sheet and just read them. Regarding nuclear power plants, Jaitapur, yes, Maharashtra. Kakrapar is not in Tamil Nadu but in Gujarat. Kudankulam in Tamil Nadu. So answer is A, that is only one. Okay, countries bordering Red Sea. Okay, recently news to Houthi rebels. So Saudi Arabia, yes. Egypt, yes. Iraq, no. Yemen, yes. So answer is C, only 3. Okay, refer map in given in your solution sheet. Domestic systematically important banks. Which are these banks which are too big to fail? Okay, and which can hamper the economy of the given country. So State Bank of India, HDFC and ICICI, these 3 are DSIBs in India. So only 3 is the correct answer. Last one, based on the movie of Shah Rukh Khan, Donkey, which was recently in news, is in the context of what? So what is this Donkey? So it is an illegal technique to gain unauthorized entry in desired country. Okay, earlier it used to be done to enter UK, and nowadays it is done to enter US. Okay, so all of you know that entering in US through visa is a complicated process. You cannot get US visa easily. So what these illegal migrants do, they go to some other countries like Central American countries, Nicaragua, Honduras, okay, Colombia, and then through land routes through Mexico, they cross the US Mexico border, and once they cross the border, they get themselves arrested, and when they are produced before court, then they ask for asylum. So this is the donkey process in short. So C is the correct answer. So thank you very much for patiently listening to the discussion.